So there is this controversy that is there probably among brethren or among believers that has caused many to fall, whereby we see that some of the episodes or the apostles, probably like Paul, saying in his epistles that greet one another with a holy kiss, right? And this issue has become very controversial, and it might have led many astray, so that they start practicing this kissing without understanding, right, of what it actually means or what it actually is. And it could also be one of the reasons why the people of God, or men and women who are brethren, have been led to vile affections. So it is not a joke. When women start to kiss one another, they are going to be given to vile affections because they have a physical body, and this body reacts to these things. So do not joke with these things. If men start to kiss one another, they are going to be given to vile affections because they are in their physical body. Much as they walk in the spirit, or more in the spirit, but they also fulfill the laws of the body, right? So the body is there, and it will just start to corrupt against them and lead them astray, right? So even as we look at this book of 1 Corinthians chapter 16, so it says in verse 20 that all the brethren greet you. Greet ye one another with an holy kiss. The salutation of me, Paul, with my own hand. So anyway, there's a controversy there. So Paul is greeting with his own hand, right? But he's saying, greet ye one another with an holy kiss. So you find that Paul himself is greeting with his own hand, right? But why is he telling these believers to greet one another with a holy kiss, right? I don't know. Will Paul have found corruption within their relations so that he's telling them, wait. Whatever you do, those greetings need to be holy, right? Quit the corruption within. But anyway, also even in accordance to the customs of these people, this Jewish community, it was a common way of greeting. It is also called the kiss of peace, right? Whereby probably you say you kiss each other on the cheek, right? But these are the ways of the Jews, right? Probably even in the Arab countries, or probably among the Russians, they do that. They greet one another with kissing each other, right? But this is in accordance to the customs, and probably if that is not in our own custom, if we start to try those things, we might be falling or being tempted into temptation to fall into vile affections, right? So you find that probably some believers have read such passages of such verses. And now the pastor is seeing his believers, or his or her believers, start to kiss one another. And he's wondering what in the name of the Lord is happening, right? So, hey, the word of God is not telling you to start kissing each other. But Paul is only saying that just pass on my greeting, right? But in accordance to this custom, right, the greeting of peace was done like that, right? So in our culture or where we live, I don't know, I will not propose you to. Hey there, have you subscribed and followed? If you haven't, rush there, go there and subscribe and follow also. Start kissing people, right? So if you want to start kissing people, and it is not in your culture, or it is not in the right way that we do have, or you are not dead in the flesh, then most likely than not, you're going to be given to vile affections, right? If men start to kiss one another, they are going to start homosexuality, right? They are going to be given to certain lusts because they are practicing things that they are not in their strength, right? So you find that the Jews had a different custom. They even wore robes, right? Unlike us who wear trousers and shirts, right? They even wore robes and were very clean. They had so many laws that were bounding, right? So, and this was just one of their customs, right? And it was just quite fine with them, but it is not fine with us, right? If you want to follow that custom, then be a Jew, right? Also wear those robes and do everything as they do, so that you do not start falling into sin, right? So anyway, the greeting of peace might be another thing according to us, right? So we find that some of us want to shake hands, right? Right. So greeting of peace might be you just have peace by waving your hand, right? Of meaning peace be with you. But I don't see the word of God saying that believers should start to kiss one another. No, this is just a profession of the peace and the brotherhood, right? So don't be mistaken. Don't start to kiss one another and start practicing lesbianism and gayism. So as has been probably some of the practice of believers who have misled themselves by reading and interpreting this word in a wrong way, right? Even as you have seen, Paul himself is saying, but I myself with my own hand, right? So anyway, do not be kissing one another. No, that is quite wrong. The word of God does not say that. These are actually just the words of Paul, right? I don't even know why they are included in there. It is a letter that Paul wrote, right? It is not that God said. God does not say such things. Neither did Jesus do such things, right? So let us not be mistaken, so that we start to bring corruption into the house of God, right? But let us watch carefully upon our walk, right? Even as it is written, if something causes your brother or your sister to fall into sin, don't do it, right? Whether you might be doing it innocently, but if whatever you are doing, right, is causing your fellow brother or sister to fall, then stop doing it. Even so, if it is causing you to fall, don't just do it. Don't do it. Because sometimes also, you see, people are not created the same way. People have got their own weaknesses. And if you know your weakness, the better. Do not assume your weakness, because it is how you have been created by God. You see that God has bestowed weaknesses upon us, which is called the thorn in the flesh, that should keep on keeping us in line, right? Or in a certain righteousness, so that we do not deny that weakness, right? If something causes you to fall, then just simply stop doing it. Do not do it, right? Simply stay in the safety of God's love. Simply stay in the safety of the name of the Lord, right? Simply stay in the safety of the way of Jesus, right? Or of the way of the Lord. Anyhow, till next time, peace. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. Thank you.